Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Mary, and you have reached Divine Spiritual Tea. So let's get the tea. Let's spill the tea. We're going to look at Giuliani, Rudy Giuliani today. Now, I just recently did a reading on him using the tarot, Rudy Giuliani, and it didn't look good. As a matter of fact, I think I had like 7 major arcana out of 10 cards, which tells me that there is some major things going on. He's going to have a major shakeup in his life. And I think the first card that came out, if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to look at it again, but I think it was the Tower. So I wanted to get a little more in depth, and I feel like using the Lenormand, I can. Now, I'm not an expert Lenormand reader, so you guys bear with me here. But I think we can decipher a little more information about what's going on with him. Now, he has to appear, today's Tuesday, I think it's tomorrow, Wednesday, hopefully I can get this out in time, before the Georgia grand jury, and they are saying that he is a target of the investigation. Now, we all know that he has something to do with, he was putting out rumors about saying things that the election was rigged and that kind of thing. The vote wasn't right, and, you know, trying to get the election overturned, the 2020 election overturned for his boss, Trump. So I just want to know, I want to dig a little deeper on this, and today I am using the Shadowland Lenormand. So I may, depending on what comes up here, I may need my book also to give me more information, but we'll see what happens. All right, so let's see what's going on with Giuliani spirit. Give us information on Rudy Giuliani and his appearance, the grand jury appearance that he's expected to make on Wednesday. Now, everyone, of course, they're saying, well, he's just going to plead the fifth. But when I look at those, and I will connect the link to that last reading I did, so you guys can see. But they're saying that he's just going to plead the fifth. Well, okay, maybe he will plead the fifth, but his fate did not look good, whatever he decided to do. So I want to see if I can dig a little deeper. Spirit, give us information on Rudy Giuliani. What's going on with Rudy Giuliani concerning the 2020 investigations, grand jury investigation? Give us more information, because it sounds like, guys, he's definitely going to be indicted from the way it sounds, but of course we don't know. So let's see if we can get some more information. All right, I'll lay the cards out and then we will talk. There he is. He's showing up already. Wow. So it looks like he's got a lot going on here to show up right there in the first 3 cards. All right, Giuliani. You're committed. Let's see what we get here. Wow, so it's whatever's going on with him, guys, I can say this. With him showing up where he did there's a lot that he still has to deal with concerning the election. So let's see. And the last 4 cards, we have coffin, key, letter, and moon. Okay, let's see what we got here. Now, this is a little more in depth, so it will, if for those of you who are not familiar with the Lenormand system, It takes a little longer to read it, but I'll try to get through as, the main points anyway. I may not be able to get everything but the main points. Okay, so the first three cards are important in the Lenormand system. And we have the mountain, the tower, and the man. So the mountain, of course, is things that are like blockages and that kind of thing. So there's a blockage. The tower is about leadership or leader, and the man is, of course, him. Okay, so there's some kind of blockage, or there's some kind of stop for him concerning his leadership or a leader. And this tower may be a little different from a normal. I've used another Lenormand system, and I think that tower may mean something different in the other system that I've used. But in this particular one, it's about leadership. And so, but I'm going to also say that it could be about a building, like a particular building, like say the White House or something like that too, some major building. Okay, so it's like the mountain here is telling me that this is a big obligation for him, a big task that's going to be hard for him to get over concerning the leadership, concerning his leadership. Now, as we read on down the line here, so what's behind him here, which this is him, Giuliani, is the past. This is the present, and this is going this way as you're reading a book. This is the future. So let's see what he has going on here. So the man has secrets. We have the book here, secrets that are emotional for him, because we have the heart showing up here. So, and it could be that he has some kind of heart problem or something like that also. But we also have the clover showing up here. And the clover is about maybe a little luck or fortune, opportunities, relationship. So I'm going to say this is a relationship. So I think his heart is broken about a relationship concerning his job or a boss. And then next to that we have the lilies. So the lilies here, the bear is about, someone, big boss, someone major in his life, his work. It could even be about money at times, but I'm going to say that this particular card is about someone powerful in his life. So it could even be, maybe the powerful position that he had. When we talk about relationships here, I'm going to say it's a powerful boss. And then we have the lilies here. The lily. Now, the lily can be about someone older, more mature, someone, I'm going to say that this is the mature boss. Not that he isn't mature, but this to me is talking about the relationship of him. So I think his heart has been broken concerning the secrets that he's carrying around here. Okay, now again we're talking about the past here. So in the past, he has accepted gifts, and then we have the tree here, which can also, this tree can be about things that are rooted, and then we have the ring, which is a commitment. So I think what this is telling us here is the gifts that he's received here. He was committed to the growth of the gifts that he was receiving here with that tree there. Okay? So he was committed to this. What was going on with him. Okay, so then as we look, the man is committed, but there's something eating away at that commitment that he made. So I think that this is saying to us that we are going to find out about the commitment. Now, next here we have is the anchor. Now, the anchor is all about security. So his security is being eaten away, and there is some confusion with the clouds here. There is going to be a new beginning as things are cleaned up. The broom is showing up here. So the broom is all about cleaning up, sweeping up, clearing away the clutter, that kind of thing. So the commitment that he made, that he received these many gifts for in the past, that commitment is being, with this mice here, we say eaten away, but there's going to be a loss concerning this commitment that grew so well for him and the gifts. And there is some confusion with the clouds here. There is some delusion, confusion, because it's like there's going to be a major change coming for him as things are cleaned up, as the clutter is cleaned up. So he's been burdened with this, and he's thinking about his reputation, and with the star being there, he knows that, he's been burdened. He's at a crossroads he's been at a crossroads concerning what to do, in particular when it comes to his, how people see him, his job, that kind of thing. He was a star. He was sitting on that star, and now his reputation has definitely been damaged. Then we have the garden here, and the garden is about meetings. We have the garden, so there was meetings. Now this is in the present. There's been meetings concerning his job, his position, but then we have, the foxes here, and there is maybe some spy or something that's been keeping an eye on him, like a fox in a hen house, that kind of thing. But we have the snake here also, and the snake, of course, is about manipulation, betrayal, things going on behind his back, and it's right next to this fox. So I have a feeling that there's someone that's been probably spying on him too. Now we have the scythe here, which is about cutting away of something, about, let's see, what's another way of putting it? An ending, a swift ending, an unexpected or ending to something, because something's going to be cut away here. Okay? So we have, with this garden card here, in the present, there was probably a group of people working together. There was some kind of gathering, I'm sure, in secret concerning what he's supposed to do with this position, his job, that kind of thing. But there's someone there that's like watching him, someone that that he didn't recognize that may be able to give more information on, like a camouflage, a spy, that kind of thing. Okay, there was some betrayal, or there will be betrayal, as we will see here coming up for him. And then with that scythe, again, what I said is that there will be a swift ending. And then two, we're asking about his meeting at the grand jury. Okay, so there's some kind of betrayal going on there. So I think they're going to find out some things that he doesn't even know, even though he's going to plead the fifth. This is what I was saying. It didn't look, he can plead the fifth all day long, but other things are in the works here. Okay, and then next up we have the house. Now, this house looks like it is falling down, guys. So I think that literally for him, his home, things are really going to be, shooken up for him. This could even mean, when we talk about house, it could mean things that are within. So it could be your body, his body, him, that kind of thing. But things are going to be really shaken up for him. Things are going to be come to a sudden end. He's going to get some information here that's going to come in quickly with the writer here. Now, with it being next to that scythe and that house, this information that he's going to get in that's coming right towards this house here that looks a little bit disembobulated. It's not going to be a good thing for him, this information that's coming in. Now, we're back to the past again, and it looks like there was a woman involved. There's a woman involved that's probably moved away, or maybe she's overseas, she's a long ways away, that may have had something to do with this. Now, we have the child in the present. A child, of course, can mean a child, but it can also be someone that maybe feels like they're innocent, or it could even mean like a new beginning. So I think this woman is probably someone that's far away. Now, if this woman is someone far away that is going to travel or something like that, she could even be someone that's overseas. There could be a child involved with this woman. Other meanings for this, like I said, is something like a new beginning, something that's innocence. Something that's innocent. Now, how that relates to him, I can only say that I would believe that this would be a woman that's overseas with a child, okay? So we may hear something about that when it comes to Rudy. Now, we have, and that's in the present. The woman overseas is in the past. But maybe there was a child that, came about, a relationship with the woman that's overseas, that's far away, that kind of thing. Okay. Then we have the fish showing up. Now, this fish is about abundance, opportunities, and that kind of thing. So and next we have the sun. So there's going to be illumination shown on all of the abundance, the money that he's received, the opportunities that he's had. We're going to get, this is all going to be illuminated with the sun showing here. And as it gets illuminated, we may find out something about a child. Okay, now the dog here is about a loyal friend, So we have a child, we have abundance, we have opportunity, and the sun is going to be illuminated on a loyal friend, a friend of his, or someone that was loyal to him or that he was loyal to. So we're going to get a light shown on that. And then we have the birds showing up here. The birds sometimes can talk about, gossip, people talking about different things. But in this particular deck, the bird is talking about him being busy, distractions, juggling things. And so he may be trying to juggle things for this friend that he considers as loyal. And then we have the cross here, which is saying that this is going to be really, this is a burden for him. So if we're talking about, so he's going to be trying to juggle ways of, maybe even taking the fifth, because it's going to bring illumination to his friend, his loyal friend, who I am thinking is Trump. So he's going to try to juggle the information that he gives, and it's going to cause a big burden for him with the cross being here. So when they say he's going to take the fifth, I don't know if some things are going to come out anyway, or he may talk about it, because it looks like there's going to be some illumination concerning this friend of his, and this exposure about the opportunities that he's had. I can say that with this child, we can say that maybe new opportunities that came about for him, and the abundance that he made with those opportunities is going to be, a light is going to be shown on all of that. It's going to drag in his friend, his loyal friend here, as he tries to juggle the burden of the information that's going to come out. Now we have the coffin here. The coffin, of course, is about endings to success because of the documents. And the moon here is talking about his reputation. So there's going to be an ending to his reputation, as documents with this letter coming in here, correspondence, news, that kind of thing, messages. So there's going to be messages, and there's going to be an ending to his reputation here. Okay, so let's see if we can dig a little deeper here. Now, we have, I'm just going to look at the four corners here. So we have a blockage. This is for the older, mature person. Lilies here. Now lilies, it's like he may be trying to protect this mature person here. He's going to be loyal. So, the mountain here, there's going to be a blockage as far as him being loyal. There's going to be a burden. This woman here, so some woman, whatever this woman is, it's going to cause a burden as far as him working with trying to cover for this more mature person here. So, I'm not so sure about the fifth. Maybe we'll have to see how that works, how that plays out. But now I want to just look at what's around him. And you know that he has, if I block him in here, I can only go so far. But the man has secrets about a leader here. And the commitment that he has to this, that has grown for this leader, is being eaten away. So we don't know what's going to happen when it comes to that, taking the fifth or whatever, not speaking, not telling, because his commitment is going to be eaten away in a sense. Let's see, how else can I look at this now? Okay, the fox, the man's secret, eaten away, and the fox here. So that's telling me that that job, the man, and the position that he held, things are going to come out about that. So the man has been, someone has been keeping an eye on Giuliani. And if I look at it from this way, the man was committed to a meeting, at a meeting, a group of people. You know, he made a commitment concerning a child or something new. And, or something innocent. There's going to be an ending to that with its coffin beneath it. So that's what's in his present right now. So whatever that meeting was that he made the commitment to concerning this child or new beginning or pretty much that's what that child would represent. Or maybe it could be like a something, okay, with the child being something small. It's something that he committed to. It could be something small that he committed to, that's coming to an end. So I don't know, could this be that he is committed? He's telling everyone that there's no way that he's going to say anything about Trump. This could also be something precious. With something that's coming to an end. When we think of a child, we think of innocence, something precious, something new, young. But whatever it was, he was committed to it, and now that's coming to an end. And maybe he was committed to, when we look at a child, it could be one of 45's children that he was committed to keeping. He had a meeting about keeping things about them out of the limelight in a sense, but that's coming to an ending because the secrets are coming to an ending. Okay, in the next row here we have the secrets, a loss. With the fox here, we are talking about someone that's pretended to be someone that they're not. So we're talking about secrets lost through someone that has manipulated him, and his abundance, his opportunities, and success have been lost. Now, if we look at here with this heart here, it's like his heart has been broken. You can see the way the heart's looking there, like it's been sewn together, all bandaged up. And he's holding his heart, a bandaged heart. So his security with the anchor below him. His heart. What else could heart mean? We're talking about emotions. Maybe he's been compromised. His emotions have been compromised. A relationship. So the relationship, the emotional relationship, the security has been, with the snake here, definitely has been compromised, because the snake showing up here is all about a hidden betrayal of some sort. And light is going to be shown on that because of the documents or whatever that they have that's going to come out. So his heart's going to be broken because of the things that are going to come out that he's, he's not expecting to come out, but there's going to be a lot of illumination shown because he thought that he was secure. But I'm sure with them going into Trump's safe and that kind of thing, they have found out a lot of things, and he's going to feel like he's been betrayed in a sense, okay? Let's look at the clover. The clover, which is about, a little bit of luck, opportunity, relationships. So the relationships, there's some confusion about the relationships now that he's had. There's some confusion about that. And it looks like with the scythe showing up here, there is something that's going to come to an unexpected end. So he may, with that betrayal that's going on here, it may be some things that come out that he didn't expect concerning his loyal friend, or who he thought was a loyal friend. And I'm getting that, who else would be that loyal friend except for the ex-president. And so I got a feeling that he's going to find out some things that maybe he feels like he's going to be betrayed. He's been betrayed about. And with the moon showing up here, this is all about how he's feeling as far as his reputation and that kind of thing is going to be affected. Now we have the bear here, which is, the bear is about someone strong. It can also be about money. It can be, someone powerful. So someone powerful is, there's going to be a change or some movement, for powerful movement from the house. And there's a lot of juggling concerning the movement that went on in the house. I think that this is, talking about probably the FBI or going in, and things changed because there was a lot of movement going on in the house, and there's a lot of juggling going on that he's going to find out about. Now this mature person here in the next row, there's going to be a cleanup. He's going to find out about, they're going to sweep things. There's going to be, the clutter is going to, everything's going to come out, and he's going to receive some information, unexpected information. This may be about the message concerning the indictment that he's going to receive. And with this cross showing up here, it's going to be a big burden for him. It's going to bring about a loss and grief, that kind of thing. The cross, that's what that talks about. So let's see what else we can find out, guys. Thank you for hanging in here with me. Let's see. I think that he's going to find out here that what he thought was his strength with this anchor here, he's going to find out that it's not so strong. That, he thought he was strong. He thought he was really, with this anchor showing up here, he thought that he would be successful, but we're in between the mice and the clouds, which tells me that anchor, that he doesn't have that anchor that he thought that he had. Let's see, what else can you tell the Spirit? Okay, with that star showing up there, but that's in the past. Of course, he's going to fall from that star. We know that. Okay, I'm just going to look at some of the houses that they're in. But this bottom row here and the top row there tells us a lot, because it looks like he's going to be blocked with this tower showing up here. As I said before, that he's going to be blocked from the success, leadership, strength, that kind of thing. That's all. The strength is all taken away from him, because the secrets are going to come out. It's going to break his heart. The relationship with a bigger boss is going to be no more. I have a feeling that he's going to feel like he's betrayed. He's been betrayed by Trump, in a sense. Okay, but I want to dig a little deeper. And for this, I have to get my book out, because I have to see what the houses are meaning for him. Okay, and I'm looking at the Art of Lenormand book here. Okay, so let's just see. Now, he's in the house of ship. So is he going to try to go somewhere? So man is in the house of ship. Is he going to try to travel? Well, let's see what the book says here. Now, well, it talks about a change. And like I said, when I did the first reading on him, there's going to be big changes for him. So this talks about a change. Maybe him going away. It could be him going away. So where would he go? Do we think that Giuliani might go to prison or something? Let's look at the mountain that is in the house of Rider. Again, we're talking about a blockage here, about the information. But I'll look up, let me see. See, I go back again to, is he really going to plead the fifth on everything? Or is he going to give them enough information. Yeah, the message is it's a blocked message, with the mountain being in the writer. That's about a blocked message, or could also be about a canceled visit. Now, is he going to cancel his visit to the grand jury? Is something going to come about and he's going to cancel that? I'm not sure. Okay, let me just move on here, because I want to, and I'm going to look at the tower, which is in the house of the clover. The tower in the house of the clover. I would think that the leadership, the mountain tower. Well, let's see. It looks like there's a little luck with the leadership, but I'll see what it says here. Okay, that's that. It's about luck. Business venture. Okay, business venture. So blocked. So information about a business venture concerning the man and his travels. Oh. Okay, so we remember that Giuliani was doing a lot of traveling, trying to get things changed for Trump. So this is basically what that's talking about. And we have the secrets here in the house. And that will be the secrets concerning, the White House and that kind of thing. We have the heart here. The heart is, wow. Okay, so this heart is in the house of the tree, which could be about his heart. Now, let me just see here. Could he have problems with his heart? Because the tree also talks about health, growth, that kind of thing. It talks about health, it talks about growth, it talks about being rooted. But with this broken heart here, guys, it makes me think that is he going to have some kind of a heart problem that's going to keep him, block him from making this visit? Let's see. Let's see what my book says here. Yeah, there could be some heart disease going on. Because, like I said, the book, the reading that I did yesterday did not look good for him. So there could be something going on with his heart. Okay, and there's some confusion here because the clover is in the house of clouds, which is telling me that there is some confusion concerning his relationships, his fortune, or opportunities here. Okay, so could he be having a heart problem because, well, he could have already had, there's a lot of stress, I'm sure, going on with him, but there's some confusion concerning his opportunities and relationships. Now, maybe he thought things were going to work out a little different for him, but now that it's down to the wire and he has to meet with the grand jury, there may be a problem. Now, let's look at, this bear is in the house of the snake. So that tells me that the boss may have done some, well, we know that the boss has done some deceitful things, but he's manipulated some things. And maybe Julie doesn't Rudy Giuliani doesn't know about that, because I did read in here now somewhere that he is going to feel betrayed. Okay, so the bear is in the house. I mean, it's in the snake. So it's a lot of jealousy. There is some financial issues and dangerous. It could also mean dangerous investor. Dangerous investor. Okay, well, we know that could almost be anything. It could mean that he invested overseas, or he just invested in his boss, in a sense. And things didn't work out. Okay. And now we have the lily, which is the mature person, is in the house of the coffin. Oh, wow. Let's see what that means. Okay, so it talks about peaceful ending or retirement. Peaceful ending. Okay. So now I want to look at okay, so we have the ring here, which is a commitment that he's made, or contract, or whatever. That's in the house of the whip, which is telling me that maybe there were many contracts that he signed, that he kept doing it, whatever he was doing, the commitment he made, he kept doing over and over and over again, being in that house of whip. Now we have, in which, I'm saying that he's probably signed many contracts. He's been very committed to his position with Trump. Okay, so this talks about now that was my interpretation, but when I look it up in the book, it talks about arguments, rocky relationship, abusive partner. So is he going to feel like he's been abused when it comes to Trump or someone? But I keep going back to his boss, or maybe he abused the commitment. But I also go back to the point of where he's feeling betrayed. Now we have the mice here, which the mice is about loss or someone eating away at something. It's in the house of birds. So there is going to be an eating away of this conspiracy that he tried to get away with. And we have the anchor here, and the anchor is about security. So, wow. He's trying to make sure that some child is secure. Now, this could be this child that we talked about here. So he wants to make sure that a child is secure. Now, that could be a young child, or that could be one of Trump's children. I don't know if it would be his child, or it could be this woman here from the past that's overseas, that's a distance away. It could be that child, and we'll have to see what happens with that. And now we have the clouds here, and of course the clouds are about delusions, illusion, being confused. And so he's confused. It's in the house of fox, because he's been trapped in a sense. He's found out, he knows that what he was saying was false, but I go back to that betrayal again. He's confused about what's happened there, because I think something's going to come out that may even make him talk. And then we have the stork. The stork is in the house of bear, which is telling me there's going to be a big change coming in for him. Some kind of big move with that stork there. That stork is all about change, about movement, that kind of thing. And it's like this stork has a person in its beak. So, we talked about a movement here, and there was somewhere else. Was it the clover? I'm not sure, but it's definite that he's definitely, there's going to be a move for him. A big move in a sense. Now we talk about, let's look at this broom here. The broom, which is, like the whip. It's number 11. It's in the house of stars. So it's like, I think this is saying that his hopes are going to be dampened, that the hope that he had maybe is not, when he gets the information, when he finds out whatever it is that, maybe he's going to learn that he's going to have to participate or whatever, it's going to put a damper on his hopes, because the broom is all about sweeping up, cleaning up, uncluttering. So his hopes are going to be damaged a little bit there. Okay, and now let's look at in the past he's been confused. He's been at a crossroads about changing, about moving, about doing things differently. And then we have the star card here, which is about hope. So he hoped that it's in the house of the dog, that his friendship with the star, which, of course, is his boss. He thought that was intact, but I have to look that one. I have to look that one up, guys. The star, and the star is in the house of dog. Famous friend. Yeah, we're talking about his famous friend here that he had a meeting with, him and others, and the meeting in the past, the security that he thought he had, because this meeting is in the house of the tower, which is telling me, I think, that he thought that this meeting, that they were isolated, or that it was secure. It happened in the past, that he thought that, everything was good with it. This is a meeting that happened in the past that he thought had made him secure. And next to it, we have, of course, the fox that is in the house of the garden, which is telling me that, there was someone there. There was a spy there, or someone that was watching him, that was not his friend, that was there, that knew what was going on in that garden. So there was some kind of a spy there in that gathering. And then we have the snake here that is in the house of mountain. So there was, mountains are about the obstacle, an uphill climb, that kind of thing, like a stop. But like it's hard to get through a mountain. So the snake here, which is manipulative and brings betrayal and that kind of thing, has caused a blockage for him. So whoever the spy was here, there's not a lot of wiggle room for him. Let me see what the book says about that, though. We have the snake in the house of mountain. Yeah, dangerous enemy here, this fox here. So there was a dangerous enemy that was watching him. So there's someone who was around that knew exactly. There's been a spy around that's been watching him, that maybe he's been working with, thinking that everything was good. And there's been someone that had their eye on him from the time of the meeting that they had, that he's committed to doing all of these things. Now we have the scythe here, which is a cutting away, a loss in the crossroads, which is about, I think his choices is going to be cut away. He's not going to have as many choices as he thought when it comes to this meeting. Yeah. So with this spy has caused a problem for him as far as the choices that he thought he could make. And again, I go back to that taking the fifth. You know, maybe he will take the fifth on some things, but there are some things I think that he's going to feel like he, you know, maybe need to say something about, or I don't think it's going to be totally taking the fifth. Okay, let me look this up again. We're talking about the crossroads, the choices, the decisions. It's going to be cut away here. So, sudden change, a quick decision, sudden decisions. I think something may change once he gets in there and they start asking the question. Something may change. We're talking now about the house being in the house of the mice. Okay, so that's telling me that something is going to be, there's going to be a loss concerning the house here. Now, how would that work? Well, let's just look it up. I got it right here. There's going to be a loss for him. Stressful family issues, or the loss of a house. House in ruin. So maybe he's going to find out that things are not as they seem. Of course, we know that on his end, he knows that he was involved in a lot of the lying and trickery. But I think he's going to come to the conclusion that things are not as he thought. Okay, now we have the writer here, which is in the house of heart. So this is going to be emotional. This information that he's going to get is going to hit him at the heart. He's going to be very emotional about the information that maybe he's going to find out that they have on him. Let's see what the book says. A message from a loved one. So whoever this is going to be very emotional for him whenever he gets this message. And I think, again, it's going to be a message of betrayal. That's just me. That's my feeling on it. It's going to really upset him. Okay, now let's look at this child. This child is in the house of the letter, a document. So there's some information concerning a child, of course, or something new, but there's a document that they have concerning this child. But let's see what that's. what the book says. Birth announcement. Happy news. So now that that makes me think again, there is a woman overseas that there is a child with. It's a birth announcement concerning a child, because that's a letter, document, information, and the child is there. Okay? His abundance of the man. Okay, so this is just the abundance is in the house of man. So his abundance, his opportunities, that kind of thing. I got a feeling that this, you know, with it being right next to the sun, that we're going to find out some more information. And this sun is in the house of the woman. Oh, so this woman over here, it's gonna be illuminated what's going on with the woman that's overseas here. Now, this next card up here, that's next to the sun, is the dog, which is a loyal friend, is in the house of the lilies. So, of course, there's going to be some illumination concerning his loyalty to a friend. And I think that's just a mature friend. But let's see. Dog is in the house of lilies, which is saying that this is an old friend. Okay, so light's going to be shown on an old friend here, and we know who that is. Okay, so, you know, maybe this is just them telling him, you know, they're asking him, or you know, what's happening at the grand jury. He's going to be, they're going to be showing him, telling him, or asking him what he knows about these things. Okay, so then we have the birds is in the house of the sun. So there's going to be a lot of illumination shown on the fact that he's been doing a lot of juggling concerning this friend, to keep this friend out of trouble, or to keep this friend in power. He's done a lot of juggling and even giving out misinformation concerning what really happened. And the information that he's been giving out is to help this friend, this loyal friend, stay in power. Now he's burdened because this cross is in the heart of the moon. Now, of course, we already know that his reputation is, there's been a big hit to his reputation if he ever had one. But let's just see what this says here. It's like he's concerned about that, but why would he be concerned about that at this point? So let's see. The cross is in the heart, in the house of the moon. So that is telling me self-sacrifice. So he sacrificed himself, or he's going to sacrifice himself to help the friend. It can also talk about hard times and depression. Now, we're talking about the jury, though. He's going to sacrifice himself, because this is what it, or, yeah, he's going to sacrifice himself for this friend. Okay, now we have coffin in the house of the key, which is telling me there's an ending to his success. And then we have the key in the house of the fish. So this is telling me, with it being between the letter and the coffin here, that there's going to be they're going to be successful in showing the business exchanges, the money, the transactions that he's had, okay, that he's made. And we have the letter, which is in the position of the anchor, which is telling me, with all the documents and things that they have on him, his security is gone, you know. And then we have the moon here, which is in the house of the cross. And, well, let me look that up, but it looks like it's just his reputation is over. But let's see. Okay. We have the cross. A burden or anxiety. So there's going to be a lot of anxiety for him concerning all of this information that's coming out. Well, I'm trying to see here if there's anything else I can get. But yeah, he's been burdened by all the information that he has, that he's tried to keep together for him. But I mean, the only thing that I can see that looks close to what, because we know about everything else. We know that, you know, yeah, okay, so there may be some information that they're going to have that he didn't know that they have. That may happen, but that's no big deal. Because, you know, in the grand jury, they're going to ask him questions, and he may say, you know, he's going to take the fifth and blah, 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 blah. We already know that that's going to happen. There's going to be some information presented to him that he's not going to be expecting, though. And I think that what I'm seeing here is a heart problem for him. I think that is the major thing that I am taking away from this. And that maybe he may not, for some reason, show up. And, you know, even if he does show up later, there could be a problem, because it looks like there are some things that he's not expecting to come out that will show up. And that's really going to be stressful for him. You know, he knows all the things that he thinks he knows about why they're calling him in, but I think that he probably doesn't know that when they went into the Trump safe and that kind of thing, guys, I think he's not expecting some of the information that they're going to give him, that he's going to maybe, you know, take the fifth on, because this may be going even deeper than the election fraud that he tried to get away with for Trump. And it's going to really cause a burden for him when all of this comes out. So anyway, guys, thank you for hanging in there with me. Let me know what you think of this grand tableau. The only reason I did it, you know, is because, like I said, that first reading that I did, it looks like there's going to be so many changes for Giuliani, and they didn't look good. So I just wanted to go a little deeper in it. So I hope that this helps you guys. And we can see here that there's going to be changes for him too. Yeah. So we'll just leave it at that. And let me know what you think of this grand tableau. And I will see you guys in the next read. Thank you so much for hanging in here with me. And please subscribe. Have a good day.